Hello, I'm Julie Parati and welcome to our Dallas Drees Design Center. We're gonna take a walk around and see what our buyers see when they come in for their design appointments. Here in our reception area, we just have an example of a fireplace surround that we offer in our program. Over here, we've got some nice wine bar options. So these are all features that we go through in detail with each one of our buyers to show different wine storage, appliance options, hardware, a slanted bottle storage, a ladder wine rack over here, and the hot thing right now is staining cabinets. So of course we're showing that on both sides here. And around the corner, we've got our exteriors room. So here in our exteriors room, we have all of our options for stone, stucco, shingles, even some of our light fixtures. And this is typically where we're gonna pull selections for the buyers to approve before they sign off if they've not already done so. And through here, these are some of our consultant rooms. So we do have kind of a private meeting area. We will pull our buyers' selections as we're going through the review process. So we can share our screens with them and walk through their entire house. This is our high-end luxe kitchen. So in here, we're featuring quartzite. Of course, we've got a waterfall edge. Again, we have stained cabinets, but there are different profile options in here, different hardware in here. And again, we would just be walking through all of our options with buyers so they can see what a pot drawer would look like. And they can see what tape lighting would look like if they want to add that to their shelves. So there's quite a bit of layers in this kitchen that when we just walk in, we don't even know what to focus on. And we walk through all of that with our buyers in every single appointment. So this is featuring Gen Air appliances. And in our kitchen over here, this is going to be our more traditional kitchen, a little bit different detail on the cabinets, different glass options, and we're looking at KitchenAid in this kitchen. So instead of the waterfall, giving a different price point option for a buyer to still have a more complete look on their island, but not quite at the same price as a waterfall. In here, we got a mud bench, which has always been a hard thing to be able to show a buyer in the design center. So this has been a great option to walk through their different design elements within their mud bench. Got a working pantry. So a lot of our homes have very large pantries, and this gives a clearer picture on just the different options that we can really build out that pantry and make it more customized to the buyer. We have our plumbing section. So this whole wall of plumbing has been cleaned up to just show one finish so you can focus on the detail of the actual fixtures and the style. And then we get into color. Color's often gonna be dependent on your tile, your countertop, your cabinets, and we're gonna have that discussion throughout the house and individualized per space. Same thing here on this wall, you've got your kitchen faucet, laundry faucet, working pantry if they've opted to put a sink in the pantry. So this really lets our buyers, oftentimes we're hearing that they're excited to get in here and really touch and feel the products. And these are a great example of they want to see how big their kitchen sink is and how the pull down mechanism on their faucet works. This is our super shower bathroom. So a lot of our plans here in Dallas have a large shower that's anywhere, I think our largest is 144 inches long. This one's not quite as big, but it has multiple plumbing fixture options. And again, is letting somebody see what does it look like if I start adding rain shower heads and handhelds, and how would that work on my plan? We also have the wall tiled on the outside that's coordinating with the floor. So again, just giving them that full cohesive look that kind of coincides with our luxe kitchen. This would be our luxe bathroom. Got our floating vanity, our tape lighting, LED mirrors. So these are a lot of those current trendy items that we get asked for quite often. So it's really great to be able to display them here. And then over here in this section is the cabinets. So this is going to be more focused on the color of cabinets, which we can see right here. We have a wall of just some of the options that we provide, again, giving a larger sample. And then as a buyer starts to make those selections, we've got all kinds of little samples that we can pull out and put on their board with their other selections so they can see what wood looks like up against their floors and their countertops, and keep adding to that layering process that we do quite a bit here at the Design Center. And then of course over here we've got our wall of quartz, quartzite, and granite. So we do offer several materials and quite a bit, I feel like, a variety within those materials to be able to really find something unique for their home. And here we even, talking about the touch and feel aspect, we have this great display where we're able to show a buyer what their interior doors, or, you know, I really want to see what that glass looks like on my door and how big is my door. So this has been a really great feature with our updated showroom. Our great selfie wall. We always get excited when somebody wants to come back here and celebrate with us. They usually want us in the photo, which is always fun. And carpet. We've got our engineered flooring here, our RevWood product here, and again, just that extensive variety of materials. We even have plank wood tile, so if somebody has a large dog or young children, they might want to opt for something that is going to be a little bit easier to maintain long term. So it is a little bit difficult to be able to show a full staircase here in the showroom, but this shows the buyer, again, what finish their metal is, what style their metal is. There are different options for newel posts, and again, our most popular option right now is going to be our transitional staircase. And the place that we spend the most time in the Design Center is going to be back here in tile. So you can actually see a couple boards are set up on the left and right here. We did have buyers in this morning and again this afternoon. So you can see how each board has been tailored to what they selected with their design consultant. We've got these great labels so they can kind of keep track of what options go where, because it is a lot of detail that we go over here in the Design Center. So anything that we can do to make sure it's clear for our buyer, we're gonna do that for them. All of these drawers are gonna be filled with different tiles, different sizes, different shapes. We've got some that have some really great textures, and these can go kind of anywhere. So we're talking backsplash shower walls, tub walls. We've got some really great accent boards up here. Again, just adding that layer of what does it look like when it's grouted? What direction should I run this tile? And then this wall here is just beautiful, one. And two, they're on these really great acrylic boards, so we're able to take these over and overlay them with the countertops and the cabinets and not have a grout already in them. So again, we can layer in the grout with our buyers as they're making that selection. These walls here, Crystal had come up with the idea of having, you know, kind of inspiration boards. So we'll fill these. You can see somebody really did enjoy this inspiration board because it kind of got cleared out here. But just pulling some of our current favorite options, how we would layer them in, even down to what cabinet hardware we would recommend with that. And so oftentimes buyers will shop other buyers' boards. Again, this is another wall of tile you can see pulled, but every single piece on this board is actually displayed here in the showroom. So if somebody is wanting to replicate a shower, we could come here and see everything that's in that bathroom on this wall. So again, it makes it really easy to shop. And let buyers feel like they're able to pick and choose what they like about that bathroom and then kind of add their flair in there. And then going into this bathroom, this is going to be where we're going to show buyers more what their secondary baths would look like. So we've seen the super shower. This is going to get us into kids' bath, guest bath, maybe mom and dad when they come to visit. And so on the left side here, again, coming in with a really great texture, color combination tile. We're seeing a lot of multi-tone tiles, which is what's happening here. And then on this shower, keeping it included. So it's nice being able to come in and say, this is what's included, this cost X per your plan, and allowing them to really have that power to make the decision on what makes sense, not only for their style, but for their budget. That is a very quick tour of our showroom here.